American abroad collecting currency abroad. Let's talk about getting hoodwinked by the monetary authorities. What happened? Well, let's look at inside this box. I remember when I started collecting coins when I was about 4 or 5. My dad kind of got me into it. He had also collected a few coins. I don't think he understood the true value of what had happened, but he always knew that copper coins were worth more than non-copper coins, and he collected copper pennies. And I remember getting this coin when I was about 4 or 5. This is a 1907 British coin with the symbol of Britannia on the back, holding the shield there with a Triton, and the King of England at the time, Edward VII. Look how big this coin is. That's solid copper right there. Not in the best condition. That's why I probably got it as a kid, but it's a solid copper coin. Let's look at the 1852 coin that my dad also bought me here. I believe this was actually my mom who bought me this one. I was still collecting coins. I was probably like 5 or 6. And this is 1 cent. Super thick. Like, we're talking way thicker than a modern penny. And all copper. And copper could be, with enough copper you could turn it into silver, enough silver into gold. Now you can't even do that. Let's look at some of the coins now going more into modern times. Up until 1982, US pennies were about 95% copper. Not 100%, but 95%. And then in 1982, since then, starting in 82, some of the coins were still copper, and then they started switching over to zinc. So since 1983, all US coins are zinc. You can just feel the difference, like the weight and like the quality in your hands. So this is now zinc, and look how ridiculous a 1 euro cent coin is in the European Union. A beautiful back here with this animal from Slovenia, but look how small this is. Like, it's annoying even just to hold it or like try to count it, and that's why a lot of the countries are phasing it out. And due to inflation, it's lost so much of its value that it's no longer even worth it for some countries to even mint these anymore. And like, look how much value has been stolen from us. Like, this used to be 1 cent, 1 penny. This used to be 1 cent in the US, pure copper. And now we get this steel crap from the European Union, or this steel crap here from Romania, or this zinc crap here from the US. We've been hoodwinked. Like, look at this. This is supposed to be like cent pieces, and they're not even worth probably a cent of material. Definitely this steel one isn't, this one isn't, and the penny is probably less than 1 cent. It just makes you wonder what's happened. How did people become that blind? Didn't they see like that their 1 cent coins were getting smaller? I know coins are annoying and they're not worth that much to start with, but I'm assuming 1 cent back in the day could buy you a lot. But just the material worth of this stuff, you can just clearly see that it's gotten less and less to nothing now, to the point where they're not even making them, like I believe in the Netherlands, and also I think in Italy they're stopping making the 1 and 2 cent coins. It's just ridiculous. It just makes you think. My dad was awake at the time because he used to separate the 1 cent coins that were copper from the zinc ones. And amongst the copper coins, he would also take out the weak pennies to save those, to collect those. He was more into like collecting sets and collecting stuff like that. He still told me though that, like, obviously if you found a silver coin, keep it because it's silver. So I think I got this collector's bug from my dad, and I'm really happy I did, because I understand what money's worth and what money used to be like compared to what it is today. You can just hear it, like this stuff. Here, no, wait. That's the new money where it just sounds dead. Stop and keep hitting another one. This is new money. And this is old money. You can just hear the difference. It's crazy. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys, how I kind of got into collecting coins, collecting notes, understanding what real money was. And I thank my father and my mother, for that matter, for getting me into this hobby and understanding what real money was versus what, I guess you could say, fake money is.